While Donald Trump dominates the political headlines, the dynamics between the women around him often spark just as much curiosity. And interestingly, it's not so much open conflict as it is quiet distance, subtle power plays, and relationships that don't quite fit the traditional family mold.
I think all women are unbelievably complex.
Take Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump, for example. Despite being stepmother and stepdaughter on paper, their relationship has never followed that script. When Melania married Donald Trump, Ivanka was already an adult, with her own career and public image firmly in place. So Melania never saw herself as a parental figure. In a 2016 interview, she explained it plainly, saying, "They are grown up. I don't see myself as their mother. I'm their friend, and I'm here when they need me." It was a refreshingly honest take, and also a hint that emotional boundaries were firmly set from the start. Publicly, Ivanka has always had kind words for Melania. Around the time Donald Trump moved into the White House, she openly praised her stepmother's approach to parenting, calling her an unbelievable mother. Ivanka also explained why Melania chose to stay largely out of the campaign spotlight, saying, "And she made a decision I totally respect, which is that she has a young son. He needs stability. He needs routine."
My priority is my son, Baron, our son, Baron.
Beyond that, Ivanka painted Melania as warm, smart, and charitable, even admitting she looked to her as a role model when it came to motherhood.
I am in awe, and Melania, I mean, her poise and grace and how well she articulated herself and the sentiment of what she said, it was amazing.
On the surface, it sounded like mutual respect all around. But away from the cameras, the dynamic may have been more complicated. Over the years, reports have suggested their relationship wasn't always as smooth as it looked, with insiders pointing to quiet tension, especially during their time in the White House. Journalists who covered the family closely even claimed the two had private nicknames for one another. Ivanka allegedly called Melania the portrait, a reference to how Melania rarely put her head above the parapet and preferred to stay in the background, while Melania was said to refer to Ivanka as the princess. Subtle, but telling.
That never happened.
Then there's Tiffany Trump, who often seems to occupy a very different space in the family. Unlike her older siblings, Tiffany has largely stayed out of controversy, and because of that, she's often described as Melania's favorite stepchild. The bond appeared mutual, too. Tiffany has publicly shown affection toward Melania, including sweet birthday messages and family photos shared online. Compared to the more polished and strategic Ivanka, Tiffany often came across as softer, more eager for connection. Still, even that relationship raised eyebrows. In 2025, Melania was notably absent from Tiffany's baby shower, an event hosted by Ivanka.
It is not concern and focus of mine.
Naturally, speculation exploded. Tabloids jumped to conclusions, but insiders later suggested the explanation was far less dramatic. Melania reportedly chose to spend that time privately with her son. Whether coincidence or quiet distance, it only fueled the ongoing narrative that nothing in this family is ever entirely straightforward. Interestingly, Tiffany has often leaned on Ivanka behind the scenes. When doors didn't open on their own, Ivanka stepped in and made things happen, from helping her land a Vogue internship to even persuading their father to surprise Tiffany with a credit card and monthly allowance. And Tiffany, in turn, seemed to idolize Ivanka. At one point, insiders suggested she wanted to follow directly in her footsteps, attending campaign events, refining her public image, and taking advice on everything from media presence to personal presentation. Ivanka reportedly offered guidance freely, and Tiffany appeared eager to absorb it all.
The amount of work that we've accomplished in a very short period of time is just remarkable.
But when it comes to stepmothers, Ivanka's history is more complicated. Back in 1993, when Donald Trump married Tiffany's mother, Marla Maples, Ivanka and her brothers famously skipped the wedding altogether, choosing instead to stay with their mother, Ivana. While Ivana later claimed she didn't influence that decision, Ivana made it clear she believed Ivanka never fully connected with Marla. Ivanka herself later admitted she didn't have much of a relationship with her, explaining that Marla lived far away and that her main connection from that marriage was Tiffany. Marla, on the other hand, has always spoken warmly about Donald's older kids, sharing how proud she is of them.
I love Eric and Ivanka and Donnie so much. I had the chance to know them when they were young, and now to see how well they're doing just touches my heart.
And of course, the relationships between Trump's three wives have never been simple. First up, Ivana Trump, the original Mrs. Trump. She's always claimed she didn't have a problem with Melania, but her dislike for Marla Maples, Donald's second wife, was a whole different story. Marla, as you might recall, is the woman Ivana blamed for ending her marriage.
I don't want to talk about her. She's a showgirl, never achieved anything in her life.
In a 2016 interview with People, Marla confessed she felt sad about the bad blood between her and Ivana. Can't blame her. Who wants to be stuck in a never-ending episode of Real Housewives of New York, right?
He's the father of my child. I do not want to ever speak negative about it.
Ivana, though, did throw some shade Melania's way in the years before she passed in July. She once joked that she might not have been the First Lady of the United States, but she'll always be the first Mrs. Trump.
I don't know what is Melania problem. She just has to get over it. She's First Lady of America, but I'm First Lady Trump. Excuse me.
Well, all right then. Melania's team shot back, saying Ivana was just trying to sell books during her promo tour for Raising Trump. Ouch.
I don't really care, you know?
So when Ivana passed away, people were buzzing. Would Melania even show up at the funeral? Turns out she did. And sometimes actions speak louder than shady comments.
I think it's fantastic.
Now let's get into Melania's special relationship with Ivanka, Trump's daughter with Ivana. Things were frosty when Trump was in office. Ivanka was trying to play First Lady, while Melania handled Barron's school stuff, leading to some firm boundaries from Melania. Think of it as the White House edition of Game of Thrones, but no dragons, just icy stares.
There's one First Lady, and Melania will be an unbelievable First Lady.
Then there's Marla Maples. She and Trump were together from 1993 to 1996, and Melania hasn't really talked much about Donald's ex-wives. However, her appearance at Tiffany Trump's bridal shower may have said it all.
That is our bond, and that is our strength.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, who's engaged to Donald Trump Jr., posted a photo on Instagram where Melania, in a bright yellow gown, cozied up with Marla and the gang. And guess what? No drama in sight.
We get along very well, and there's not a lot of disagreement.
And at Tiffany's wedding, Marla even gave a shout out to Melania during her speech. She thanked Donald, the beautiful Melania, and the whole family for sticking close to Tiffany. She added that if they all stay strong together, they could help hold the world together. Okay, that might be a stretch, but it seems like there's no bad blood here.
I don't care.
Honestly, hats off to Melania. She could have easily held grudges against the women her husband loved before her, but instead, she's shown respect and grace. And let's be real, navigating the Trump family dynamics is no small feat. If Melania can do that, props to her.
I'm enjoying it.